Okay, so this is my developed answers for this week's essential question and my further questions that I chose. So the essential question that asked, how do I view those I teach? I pointed out that to the way I view those that I will teach in the future is that they are each unique kids. They all have different styles of learning, and that they are valuable beings to our society and our future. So my first further question was, how can I create an environment that is comforting for all of my students from different walks of life? So my partner, Addie, actually gave me this video and this quote that I'll read. This is one of the first things a teacher does at the beginning of the school year is organize, arrange, and decorate the classroom. The physical environment of a classroom plays a part in the ownership students feel about their school and more specifically their class. The classroom environment should do as much to foster cooperation and acceptance as the instructional method the teacher uses. Children are sensitive to the atmosphere created in the classroom. Decorating a classroom with some kind of warmth can help promote a sense of comfort and security. Classrooms tend to be rather cold, bare places until they are decorated. So I think that is a very good point. I think comforting your students has to do with how your classroom looks and including all different things that maybe come from their background or just anything that brings life to the classroom. My next further question was, how do I make sure I'm the most enthusiastic I can be when I'm teaching certain subjects? And one point that I wanted to touch on was find ways and activities to incorporate as I teach lessons. So I've been in classrooms where it's more boring, and then I've been in classrooms where it's more fun. And the fun ones are always the ones where the teachers are including fun ways and fun activities to make a boring lesson something that you won't forget. So I want to make sure that that is something that I do to be more enthusiastic for my students. And my last further question was, how can I build my leadership skills? So I put to learn from mentors, which I will learn as I go throughout the rest of my education. And also, even when I do have my future teaching job, I can learn from the teachers around me. And then learn how my students like to be taught by their behaviors and lead that way. So, students do put out their behaviors, and you can tell by how you're teaching and leading a classroom if they're actually engaged in the lesson or if they're kind of nodding off or they're getting bored. So I think to build my leadership skills, I will have to kind of just put myself through trial and error and find out what works best. So that is the end.